Andrew Hotham, congratulations. Another Elite League title. You must be absolutely elated tonight.
We're pretty excited. Obviously, it's a hard title to win, and 52 games I think we played this year, so we're pretty excited. Basically, yeah, we're really happy.
6 championships in 4 years now, and including those 2 league championships. And to win it in Belfast must feel special for you too.
I think we're happy just to win it anywhere. But at the end of the day, you just want to win, and wherever it happens, it just happened to be here tonight. And I guess since they won the Challenge Cup in our home building, it kind of was redemption for us. But at the end of the day, we're just happy to win wherever we can, and we're happy.
It was a great spectacle of hockey, especially British Elite League hockey tonight. 2 teams, probably potentially the 2 best teams in the league, going up against. There's not really to put in between them.
Absolutely, Belfast is a great team, and obviously every game between us is close. And other than the Challenge Cup, they beat us pretty well. But every game's close, and they have a great team, great players, and it's always a challenge. So we're just happy to win tonight and get the points.
Andrew Lord, we interviewed him earlier. Looked a bit as if he's going to have to get a new suit, but I'm sure you must be elated for him as well.
Absolutely. He spends, we'll say, a lot of hours coaching and watching video every day, and I don't think he has much of a life other than coaching. So he puts in the hours, and he works really hard, and he gets us prepared for every game, and that's all we can ask for a coach.
You've got one more game on Sunday. I'm sure you'll all be ready for that one. But heading into the playoffs, I'm sure with the Elite League Championship in your pocket, you must be looking forward to the playoffs.
We play Sunday?
You've got a game against Sheffield.
We'll see about that one. Yeah, right now we're just ready for the playoffs, and obviously there's another trophy up for grabs, and we want to get that. So whenever you can win a trophy, you're pretty excited. So we'll get ready for the playoffs and hope things work out for us.
Todd Kelman, Elite League champion 2 years in a row. Does this one feel sweeter than the first?
Yeah, it does. It definitely does. It's I got to be honest, that there's a lot of fans and stuff that wrote us off, and at the beginning of the year, not just from our team, but from other teams around the league, and you hear a lot of things about like changes we should have made or players we should have changed or whatever, and we didn't change anyone. We added Tyson Strachan, who's been brilliant for us, but we kept the team we started with from the start of the season, and I'm just so happy to win it with these guys. Like, the core of our team, the majority of our team was back for both championships, and it's a big deal to win back-to-back championships, and we're very, very proud.
Coming into Belfast, you won championships here for the Giants when you were in your tenure, but you looked as if you enjoyed that one.
Yeah, definitely. I got to be honest, I don't know if I've ever felt stressed like that. I was telling Thornton up there, Steve Thornton, I said I've never felt stressed at this. My heart was going a million miles an hour until Hotham scored that goal, and what a goal it was. But like, you feel stressed. It's a lot harder being upstairs watching than it is being on the bench or being on the ice.
You didn't have an easy journey to get here. Flight was delayed, and obviously you came in late. You caught the last period.
Last 2 periods.
Last 2 periods. What were your thoughts on the last 40 minutes?
I watched the first period, sitting on the plane while we were taxiing in. I put on the webcast, so I probably saw the last 10 minutes of the first period, and I actually thought Belfast had a really good first period. The second period was strange. It looked like both sides were. I don't think Belfast wanted us to win on their ice, and I don't think we wanted to lose. It didn't feel like a normal game for us. Like we usually are kind of run and gun, and we go at the teams, and these 2 teams match up very, very well. You saw it when you guys won the Challenge Cup a couple weeks ago. You're looking at the 2 best teams in the league, I think, by a mile. And I hope that we meet in the playoff final and have another championship to play for, because it's pretty special this year. Like, I just think that for us in Belfast, it's been a 2-horse race for a while. And I know Manchester are in the hunt for the league, and they've had a tremendous season, but it just felt like the games against Belfast this year have raised to a different level.
You've more hockey to play. Obviously, you've got a game on Sunday. I'm sure the boys will.
We have a game on Sunday.
You've a game on Sunday against Sheffield at home, so I'm sure you'll probably have a celebration tonight and maybe for the next few days. But there's still that championship for the playoffs and the Earhart Conference still up for grabs.
Oh, the Earhart's done.
The Earhart's not done yet.
Yeah, it's done. We did the math. Seriously.
I'll not argue with you on TV, but what about the playoffs?
I didn't know about the Earhart Conference, but the league texted us that we won, so it's on. They must have worked out the math, because the stats guys texted us and said you won the conference too. So That's what we're celebrating tonight, the conference. That's what this
Stop rubbing it in.
No, the conference is kind of one of those weird ones, right? Like it's very rare that you win the conference. I think in Belfast we won the conference one time when Nottingham won the league, but I don't know. It's a strange one. This season has felt it's felt like it's a lot tougher to win games. Like it just felt like it was such a battle so many times, and it had a very different feel. Last year it felt like it was inevitable. It felt like we were really dominating at some point, and whereas this year it really felt like a battle. As you started the season, like we were 8 points behind Nottingham. Both of us in Belfast were both behind Nottingham, and we kept talking about how good Nottingham were, and then they went on a skid. They went on, like, I think they lost 7 in a row, and we won 11 in a row, and we went from like 4th to 1st, and then we just kind of been rolling ever since, and we didn't change much. It just things just started clicking, and then at the same time Belfast were having this tremendous season. I remember talking to Kiefer one time, and he said, we dropped 3 points this month, and we're still behind you, and you think, like, you have a game where you win, where you get like 25 points in a month, and you're still behind chasing the league, and yeah, we put together, I mean, the January we put together, I think we were undefeated in January. It was a hell of a season, and it's you can reflect on it now. You don't like to think of it before now, but when that goal went in, I haven't moved that quickly in a long time. I ran from the suite upstairs all the way down here, and I actually got here, and there was 5 seconds. I thought the game was over. I thought I was coming on straight onto the ice, and there was still 5 seconds, and they almost put a puck in the net there. But I'm just so happy. I'm happy for the guys. Like, I don't play a role anymore on the hockey side of things, and I'm just so happy for this team. They're just such a good group of guys.
6 championships in 4 years. It's been a pretty successful tenure so far.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think of when I left Belfast, and the first day I walked in the big blue tent in Cardiff, and I walked in with my wife, and she just said, "What are you doing? What are you thinking?" And because I love Ice Arena Wales, but the the SSE Arena is still the best arena in the league, and I have so many good memories here and so many friends here still, and I think
you're losing your friends rightly here, by the way.
Well, yeah. Well, you starting with you, but yeah, and we did so much here, but like it's a different animal in Cardiff. We've had so much fun. We talked about it in the locker room there. I think there's about 12 or 13 of us that we worked in porta cabins. We did ice baths in garbage bins, and we had barely had a locker room, and it's so fun to think of where we came from, playing out of that big blue tent, to where we are now, and to be back-to-back league championships. It's quite a journey we've had, and I know no teams are ever happy for another team winning, but like, it's a pretty cool experience of what we've done in Cardiff, because I think they were 9th place before we took over, and it wasn't just us. We had a great fan base that were kind of downtrodden for a couple of years, and they came back in numbers, and I mean, I don't know what to say. It's been fantastic, and all the credit to the players and Andrew Lord. Like, I'm very happy for Lordo. He was a player coach when we won it last year. He was basically a bench coach this year. To do it back to back, like, the guys in the room, you always have, you can always complain about your boss at times, and the guys probably have, they probably joke about how strict Lordo is, and I can see Andrew Hotham behind me probably nodding his head, but Lordo's strict for a reason, and he's a great coach, and no one can admit and can deny that, and to win back-to-back championships, I'm very happy for him, and I think the same of Adam Keefe, and I've said it before about Adam Keefe, and I said it to him when he won the Challenge Cup, and I was like, I think Adam and Andrew Lord are both going to be gone in this league in 3 years, and I think they'll be on to bigger and better things, and they deserve it. It's great to see the quality of coaching going up in this league, and I think this league as a whole, this was a great advertisement for the sport, and I'm excited for playoffs.
Andrew Lord, head coach of the champions, 2nd year in a row. You must be feeling absolutely elated tonight.
Yeah, it's an unbelievable feeling. What a game of hockey too. We came out really poor in the first. Boundsy stood on his head, kept us in it. I thought we had some great defensive efforts. I thought the second was a bit better. I thought the third was great. It was back to our team, and to win 2 in a row the way we did is just feels unbelievable. I think a lot of our fan base and people back home last year was the huge year, winning the first trophy in a number of years. But you look at any sport across the world, to repeat is just such a hard feat, and to to get it done the way we did in a convincing fashion, you know, being ahead for much of the last couple months speaks volumes to the guys and their work ethic and their commitment. And I'm really proud of each and every one of them.
The game, as you said, it was our big battle here this evening. Belfast Giants got the early goal. You managed to tag it back and then go ahead 2-1. Giants tied it up again, and then the incident at the end with a power play goal, and again a big effort from Andrew Hotham.
Yeah, what a goal. You know, he's taken some flack the last few weeks, took some flack in the Challenge Cup final, you know, for not playing his best, and I'm just really proud of him. I mean, we're not where we are without that guy the last 4 years, and I believe this is our 6th title now in 4 seasons. And I think that's a heck of an accomplishment, and to score with 20 seconds remaining with that shot just talks about the will and the character and how bad these guys wanted it. And I think we really wanted to, you know, come back and show what we're really made of after the Challenge Cup final. I know the guys weren't happy about that. I think we all felt like we let ourselves down, and obviously hats off to the Giants. They played a great game, we all know that, but the way we responded the last week and a half has been incredible, and again, I'm very, very proud.
Todd Kelman and the ownership of the Cardiff Devils. I know Todd made it in late here this evening, but I'm sure they're absolutely elated here tonight as well.
Yeah, and I mean, speaking of people, we're not here without them. Those 4 men back in Calgary, and Todd, all the work, all the investment they put in, and they've allowed us to create a professional culture. I was fortunately or unfortunately enough able to be here in Cardiff 5 years ago when we were a 9th place team. We missed the playoffs, and we were in here losing 10-1 with, I think that was your record year there, with guys like Jeff Swez scoring 4 goals against us and all those other guys. And it was very, very bleak, very, very bleak. And to see where we are now with a sellout crowd every night, with our fan base exploding times at least, who knows, can't even put a number on it, and to see the quality of player we've allowed to bring in, and the way we've won against it. My argument is this league's never been as good as it is, and I think that says a lot about how great our guys are and how hard they play every night to win the way they've done in such a convincing fashion over the course of the season.
There's still some hockey to be played. I'm sure you'll enjoy tonight. You'll enjoy probably the next few days. Big game on Sunday for you back in your home barn. And then the playoffs, so it's not too far away as well. Yeah, it's a quick turnaround. We got a game Sunday. I need a new suit for that, obviously. And yeah, we'll think about playoffs when it comes. But right now we got to enjoy it. You never know when things are going to change or when your time's going to be up, and we got to soak it in because it's been a heck of a ride. Again, winning 2 in a row is just an unbelievable accomplishment, and we definitely are going to enjoy it, and I can't wait to see everyone back in Cardiff at Ice Arena Wales on Sunday and celebrate with them. Andrew Lord, Elite League Champion 2018, congratulations. Thanks a lot.